So apparently, Catherine, one of the course managers for EFC, told me she gets asked a lot why people do EFC, or what the applications are. What do they do afterwards? What do they do with it? Well, we've done a few EFCs over the years, so I want to give a few examples and show you the trends. As ever, it's something personal, but what's the aim of EFC? The aim of EFC is to help trainers and coaches work better with the body, to get used to working in an embodied way in facilitation, and also to help body people, that might be dancers, martial artists, yoga people, whatever, learn to move their work organizationally into business. We're the crossover of those two things. So they're the two main sort of groups, the two main aims. There's also a personal growth aim for a lot of people. So the personal growth part, people do grow significantly through EFC. I almost don't know anyone that's done EFC that hasn't said that. Like, people all say that. And this includes people that have done 30 years of meditation, 40 years of yoga, 20 years of life coaching, people that have done all the courses, people that are cynical and they've done everything, they've got all the folders. Yeah, even those people learn a lot and grow as people. I could say in very specific ways as well. You're working with specific embodiments, for example. And often people say it shows up in areas they weren't intending, like it's they get better boundaries, they want to work on this, the no factor, and then that shows up in their relationship, for example. Okay, so the personal growth side is profound. I'd say make no mistake about that. It's profound, it's often mysterious, often unfolding. There's that side of things. Let's look at the professional side of things, because often at this point, if you've been sent this video, that's what people are mostly orientating around. So, simple thing, if you're already a facilitator, working better with the body, there's no way you could do this course and not get significantly better at working with the body. I've trained people who've also worked with other sort of top-end schools like Wendy Palmer or Strozzi or Stuart Heller, all people I respect, by the way, Dylan Newcomb too, Ginny Whitelaw, and even people that have done several courses with those people have said, yeah, I've definitely learned something here, particularly from our sort of principles-based, multiple perspective, non-guru approach. Is a bit different, something a bit different in that. And you will learn something that's useful, certainly, to get better at facilitating with the body. Occasionally, you'll hear very concrete things, like there's one coach from Israel said, what was his name? It was a few years back. Yoshi said, I now do in 2 sessions what I used to do in 8. A quote that he let me use publicly. I thought, wow, nice, very concrete. Yeah. Certainly, why work with the body as a trainer or coach? It helps people go deeper, quicker, and it sticks more. Okay, so if they're useful to you as a facilitator, to go deeper with people, to go quicker, deeper with people, the body is a shortcut, it's straight in, and it sticks, because you don't, doing something and remembering it cognitively do different things. Yeah. Some people bring that out explicitly in their work, so they start calling themselves an embodied coach, an embodied facilitator. They make that part of their website, part of their offer. Some people do it implicitly. They'll start, say, offering experiential leadership training, for example. And some people just incorporate it into what they're already doing, and their client goes, oh, that's new, oh, that's fresh, or I've had coaches who've worked with corporate clients for years, and they've brought it in new, and their clients go, oh, new perspective, that's fresh, I like what you're doing, oh, this seems to be working better, a new take on things for what they're doing in a corporate sense. Some people set up for the first time after EFC doing that. I would say, realistically, you definitely can set up as a coach afterwards doing embodiment stuff if you've had some other facilitation experience. This isn't a general facilitation course. It doesn't make you an expert yoga teacher, for example, but it doesn't make you immediately a coach. We might recommend doing, a CTI or a new field or an integral coaching, a whole course afterwards. But there's definitely people that already have some of those facilitation skills who move into a more mainstream environment. So they start doing more corporate yoga if they're a yoga teacher. They already had some facilitation training, and they start offering embodied coaching in business for the first time. Realistically, I think most of those people take a year or 2 to set up after EFC, to really trial and error it. I mentor a lot of people that do that after EFC. That's part of the offer. You can continue as a mentoring program, helping, there's people that have got books out, there's people that have got more confident about their marketing and started YouTube channels. God, there's so many students. There's others who've just sort of enriched their teaching. So there's a Kung Fu teacher I'm thinking of who in Belgium, who's just sort of brought a lot of new methods into his Kung Fu, and he's still a Kung Fu teacher. In the day, he works in an office, But his Kung Fu, he says, is massively enriched. He's teaching it better. He's bringing in perspectives from body therapy or dance that just aren't part of traditional Kung Fu. And it's enriched his Kung Fu. The same for, I've had dance teachers say that. I've also seen people shift slightly what they do. So it was a dance teacher who used to do partner dance, and now she started offering more group sessions. She started shifting who she really wanted to work with. She got really in touch with what was the offer she really wanted to make. People, as I said, doing corporate work, earning more money, doing more corporate side of what they do, maybe doing a bit of a Robin Hood principle type thing. There's people that do social justice stuff, peace stuff, trauma stuff, feminist stuff. I mean, the beauty of EFC is that it's principles based, so you can use it in any way you want. All right, you can use it with whoever you like working with, whoever you care about, whoever you want to work with. That's the beauty of it. We lean slightly in the direction of going into the mainstream. That could be business, it could be cynical teenagers, it could be local government. We lean slightly in that direction. That's our sort of unique offer, I would say. So yeah, I hope that helps. There's some of the people I can think of. There's been other people that have brought it into their own training courses, their own training programs. So this is really just off the top of my head. So there's some of the few I can think of right now. But I mean, another thing you do is ask to speak to an EFC graduate. The EFC graduate community is pretty vibrant, actually. So one thing that happens is graduates do programs with each other. It's not like centrally controlled. So 2 graduates in Belgium will get together, or in Switzerland will get together, and they'll do a course together. They'll offer a workshop together. They'll explore. I think of Hannah and Sharon, who are a New Zealander and a Finnish girl who live in London. They started offering workshops together, like 3 years after EFC, actually, just around stuff they like. The social benefits, you'll never be short of a bed to stay on or a couch to stay on in Europe ever again. I remember Marcin, he's the Kung Fu teacher, he was with his girlfriend on holiday in Moscow, and he basically got shown around Moscow and put up for free for a week by the EFC community. Who else? Russians. Let me talk about the Russians then. So I've seen Russians there going to corporate coaching. There's gay rights activism we do in Russia based on EFC. On the other end of things, I've seen people transition into the highest levels of Russian hardcore business who were previously, years before, like proper hippies. That's interesting. Some other original stuff, like a couple of the Russian ladies have started doing this like embodied style project. It's very Russian. Not anything I would be able to do, as you can tell, but it's certainly very cool, and I like what they're doing. They've taken their own sort of cultural aspect to it. Marav in Israel does stuff with giving birth and helping people give birth, and peace work with Palestinians. And, a lot of people, though, are just kind of trainers and coaches who take it into working in a business environment. So I hope that helps. It's pretty broad, and the whole point is it's what you make of it, and we're going to help you with that. Like your demonstration at the end of EFC is what you're good at, so you're actually on the course already combining it with what you do. That's what we want to see. So yeah, there's a few random musings on that.